All right, I got the boggers mounted on there. I ended up going with 39.5 by 18 boggers. Again, the wheels are 16.5 by 14 inches wide. I was pretty sure that I wasn't going to fit 44s. I did cardboard templates for 39.5 and for a 44. With a 44, I'd have 4 inches. With a 39.5, I would have 6 inches based off of my cardboard template. So I played it safe and I went with just the 39.5s. And I'm glad I did because right now I have 6 inches of clearance for the rear of the front fender. Now on my fender, I cut and pushed this back an inch. So on a stock fender, you would have 5 inches of clearance. And that's with a 39.5 tire. Then on the front of it, and this is with the wheels at full turn, I have 5.5 inches of clearance from the bottom of this fender to the top of the tire. Now on the front of the fender, I took 2 inches out. So if you're still running the stock fenders, you would have less clearance. And I took the zero rates out, the 1-inch zero rate out. So right now the truck is sitting at 15 inches of lift. And with 15 inches of lift, I will show you what 39.5s look like. I'll straighten the tires out. I mean, the springs don't really flex a whole lot, but it's a chance I'm not willing to take. So there it is, sitting on 39.5 boggers. I still have to take the 1-inch zero rate out of the back. I'm waiting on the crossover steering to come in, which has the relocate plate for the rear axle. So I think it looks pretty good with the black wheels. It's pretty tall. I'm 5'10", and the top of the bed is just over my head. So I'm glad I went with this size. I think it looks pretty good. I didn't want the wheels to be in the wheel well, but I didn't want the truck over the top of the wheels. So they just kind of sit in there. The back will be a little bit lower once I get the zero rate out. But I didn't want to leave the zero rate in there because the studs or the U-bolts that I have, and then the studs for the 60, with the 1-inch zero rate, I didn't have any threads showing on there. I think these are 11.5-inch U-bolts. I would have to get longer U-bolts to run the 1-inch zero rate in there. And I was like, nah. So I ended up just taking the zero rate out, keep these U-bolts. I have to repaint the axle and everything, but and I still have plenty of clearance. So overall, I'm really happy with how the truck looks. I think it looks pretty good. I think the tires look good on the 14-inch wide. I know a lot of people do 12-inch wide wheels, but I didn't want it to look sunken in. So they stick out. You can see they stick out pretty far. And the tires are still crooked in the front, but it definitely stick past the body. So I guess the paint job doesn't really matter anymore. Once it actually goes off-road, I'm sure the whole side of it is going to get mangled, because the tires definitely going to throw a lot. But I got the tires from 4 Wheel Parts. they're not cheap. It's a pretty decent investment. I think these will work. And I didn't know the boggers were actually scooped on the lugs themselves. I thought it was just straight up and down, but they're actually scooped, so I thought that was pretty cool looking. So now it's a matter of just getting the rest of it done. The next big thing will be the transmission and getting the axles done. I at least wanted to have an idea of where the truck was going to be sitting at on the tires. So at least now I can figure out the gears that I want to go with and the stall converter. It's really just tying everything up for right now. I ordered the window relay kit from LMC, so that'll be the next thing that I'm gonna do. You get the relays to power the windows. Hopefully it'll make the windows work a little bit better than what they do now, because they don't go very fast without the truck running. Well, even with the truck running, they're very slow, and you only have like one opportunity to go all the way down and all the way back up, and then they just get even slower. So I'm hoping that these relays will work. I got the column torn apart because I have to replace the wiper switch. And then here are the seat belts. So I have the seat belts for the interior. So this finishes the interior. They're pretty good quality. I think they look pretty good. What they are. And it comes with all the bolts. And it comes with the plastic cover for your side panels. It already has it on there. I just got to pop it off. At least the interior will be finished, and then the rest of it's just the mechanical parts of it. But that's what the truck looks like. I mean, it's getting there. I think it looks pretty good. They're not small. They're a lot bigger than what they were. No. I didn't think they would be much bigger than the 35 by 16 I had on it. But once I rolled it next to it, I'll roll one back over there. So that's a 35 by 16 swamper next to a 39.5 by 18 bogger. You can see it's quite a bit bigger. I think it's a big difference. Well, that's the update I got. Just when you think you can't make it more amazing, I make it more amazing. And that's it.